Hey.
Hello.
It's me.
Hello.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What happened, Erica? Where you at? Where you at? Well, hey everybody. Can
Listen,
you hear me?
this new mic is something special. Like at hello. You are now listening to the Black Bougie Branch featuring Kevin B. How y'all doing?
What up, though? Happy
We
Friday.
haven't let me tell you, this season thus far has been the tech nightmare. Okay. Tech nightmare. And I just want y'all to know Instagram is showing us in these little ass squares. So I'm stressed already. But tonight we have a special guest. Tonight we have a special guest. Before we get into who he is, we have Kodak Kev.
What's up?
Oh, well, hi. We have Miss J.
Hey, y'all.
It might be a little bronchitis. Just a little
No.
bronchitis. Just a little bit. We got B the Rich Uncle.
What up, though?
Hi. All right.
Hi.
And our special guest tonight is and our special guest tonight is Tony. Tony, I can't even remember. It's been a few years.
Has been.
Yes, and I was like, I don't even know what post it was, but they were talking about the one who got away. And I remember thinking, yo, this dude is in the comments giving me all the feels. Like he was giving energy that I was just like, yo, this is what if my man was mad that I got away, this is what I would want to see randomly on Instagram, right? So Tony, tell us about yourself.
I appreciate that, first off. So thank you for
Well,
having me as well.
yeah.
Um, my name's Tony Anthony. I'm from San Diego, California, born and raised. 46 years old, grown. Just out here,
Living.
living. I got two little ones. I'm trying to show the way.
All right.
Trying to make things. Hopefully they do better than what I've done so far. But I'm just trying to get it.
Okay. Yes, and Tony is joining us from the West Coast. So I was
Oh,
like, Tony, we're gonna get on at 10 p.m. And then I was like, oh, it's 7. Isn't it 7 over
Is
there?
that?
oh,
It
that's a
is
good.
about
Mhm.
7. I mean, and I let her know it's like I have no social life, so we're good. I was like, Friday night, let's go, let's go. I'm
That's
babysitting,
Not no social life.
yeah.
okay.
Well,
She
Well,
said them
listen.
kids is the social life.
they
Right.
absolutely are. And usually when they're not with me, I'm twiddling my thumbs. I'm like, what are you guys doing?
Oh, wow.
Don't you
Right.
need me?
Well, Anthony, I'm right along with you with no social life. But if I could ever get rid of my kids, I would definitely would not be twiddling my thumbs. So I can give you a list, okay? Because I wish I could get rid of mine sometimes, okay?
Oh my
So
gosh.
I
Well,
keep busy. I keep busy still. I'm locked in right now. I think for the last couple of years I've been
right,
in this a lot of things have changed in my life, and I'm just trying to lock in, stay locked in, get the growth in, and just teach my kids to be good human beings at the same time be a
right,
productive member of society. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
I want to represent you know me as a black man well as well. So those are what the goals are, and that's what I've been
okay.
actively doing.
Okay. Well, y'all, I am screaming on the inside because that new view that we were seeing is pushing itself. Let me show y'all what it looks like. Well, I'm able
Instagram.
to see it on my
You
side,
can see it.
and I am screaming. I
Because
am
it has our
screaming.
faces like plastered in these little squares. Like this.
I'm like, so if you're on, if you are watching us on Twitter, I mean anything else, and you see these little squares, don't worry. Next week or whenever, we're gonna ask them not to use it because I am sitting over here
But I think
stressed.
it works for like Instagram, right? It just doesn't work for YouTube
No,
without.
it is on YouTube looking crazy. It's
Is that
everywhere.
so? That's what they're seeing.
Yes.
So
Tick,
why are they seeing the bigger show? Like, what's up with that? The bigger.
uh, listen, shout out to StreamYard. We love StreamYard, but y'all are killing us. So while we're talking, if I can figure some things out, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. But again, we thank you. We thank you so much for coming, Tony. So we're talking about the one that got away. And traditionally, the one that got away is the person you just like, dang, I fumbled that person. You know, how did I lose that person? Hi guys, hey YouTubers, hey Courtney. Um, and so it's the loss. It's the person who walked away, the person you weren't expecting to walk away. So Tony, I'm gonna let you dive into it because this has been a couple years that I've been waiting to hear your story. And then he was like, Erica, I got an update. It's like, okay. So we're gonna let you just dive right on in.
All right. I'm usually good at expressing this, so I'm gonna do my best. And I might make a long story long. You know, dealing with the one that got away. There's a lot of history in that. There's the also too. There's a thing about realizing that's the one that got away, and I think that realization is what I came to after. I've been blessed to be in not too many relationships, but
Okay.
relationships that expanded years, that spanned years. And for me, I honestly feel the one that got away was the one that I met at not a very young age, but like early 20s, in a small college town in Central California called San Luis Obispo. And we've had pretty much ins and outs, stayed connected for over 25 years. And throughout that time, we both lived our lives. She was very, very respectful to all of her partners whenever dealing with me. Like if I didn't hear from her for a decade, it's because she was with someone. You know, she was locked in. She's that type of person. And we got to rekindle that relationship in 2022, I think. 2022 it was. Yeah. And
Okay.
but it was long distance.
Okay.
You know, by
So where is
chance.
she now?
Oregon.
Okay.
Oregon.
Still West.
Okay.
She's still there. We're still West Coasting. And why I say there's more to it because I've been trying. And it's more about the way she loves, who she is, as solid as a woman as she is, all these things that led me. I've always loved her. And more importantly, I've always loved the way she loved me. And I think that was a huge thing because I think once you love the way someone loves you, you kind of fall back from how you're treating that person. Because my mentality was like, oh, I'm locked in. I got mine, you know? And so I felt like how I lost it was by not continuing the work, not,
Okay.
not being involved with my investment, being like, oh, it's here. So it's going to stay here no matter what I do because you love me so much. Look at what I'm doing and you're still here type of situation. And I say that now because she gave me another opportunity and the ego kind of like did the same thing. She's always telling me you got to do something different. And I never understood that, and I'll speak on her as a woman, but in general, women don't want to tell you how to love them. It shouldn't be their job to how you should be loving them correctly, and I felt for me, the excuse that I use, of course, is not knowing that, but you do know that. You do know better. I do know what I was supposed to be doing, what I should be doing, and for some odd reason, I wasn't doing it.
Okay, accountability. I love that. I mean, I hear it. The
Oh, first,
accountability is
So then
everything.
you took her for granted too.
absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Had the greatest love that you could ever have, having someone who's down for you, loves you for you, no expectation of you being, just expecting you to reciprocate, be the mirror, be
Mm.
this love that I'm showing you. Just do that. I'm showing you
So
all of it.
there was no reciprocity on
No,
your
there
hat.
was, but I
Okay.
think to the caliber of what it should have been, it wasn't. And I'm
Okay.
not gonna. I think uh I did a few things, and it's always hard to admit. It's always hard to admit you're wrong. And back to the accountability. My first steps as me learning or realizing what it was to be a man, I would say, was taking accountability and responsibility for my actions, not blaming, not making excuses, but and what's weird is I didn't find that out after not being with her. I found that out after not being with the mother of my children because I had to sit with whatever toxicity I was. I had to look in the mirror and be like, okay, who, listen, it can't be them at this point right now. It's got to be what you do. And so I had to, for the last couple of years, I've had to sit with, I've spent so much time alone dealing with who I really was and I wasn't always the best man. So I feel like sometimes you lie to yourself so much you believe it. You believe you how could I be doing wrong? I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Like, no, you know what you're doing, but you believe the lie that you're telling yourself. And that's what I was doing. Honestly, I was believing that I was doing everything right. That's like, oh, well, if you don't want to love me anymore after I've been doing like I'm doing, like, bro, you're not. You're not. And so I think how I got here was sitting with and finding out as a man what I was doing and not doing correctly. I don't want to use the fact that I didn't see love growing up. I don't want to say that. And I don't want to say, like, even though it is true, my father never sat and was like, this is how a woman should be loved. This is what you do in a relationship. No one's ever had those talks with me. No one, no one guided me, and I really just went in. I took all the experiences, and I look back on it as I'm a very blessed and lucky individual. I'm so lucky for the love that all the women have shown me throughout the years. Like, for the bar is so low for men. It's on the ground. It's really on the ground. And speaking as a man, when I'll be like, oh, men ain't shit because I know, because I'm a man. I'll be like, oh, I agree. And I grew up women dominant in my family. I grew up with, I'm Black and Filipino. And on my mom's side, there's a lot of aunts, but there wasn't a uncle that was like, they would never really talk shit, but they wasn't really like, he's a good man. You know what I'm saying? Or this is how it was. So I didn't learn how to be a good man. I learned what dude I didn't want to be. What dude I didn't.
Mhm.
So, which is a fine line, because you could still be, not bad, but you're not doing good. Just because you're not cheating or anything, all that stuff or whatever, because I see that as, oh, that's bad. I can't do any of that. But over here, it's like, oh, well, because I'm doing this, I think I'm good, right? I'm good because I'm not cheating, because I'm not doing this. But am I pouring into that cup? Am I showing the attention? Am I having the back? Am I doing the things as a man in a relationship that makes you a good man in a relationship, And
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of that I had to sit with later and
Yeah.
just like lost, I think going back to there wasn't really, I really never broke up with a woman. It was really like,
Wait a minute. So you would let it crash and burn, and it would just crash and burn.
I was
All
like,
right.
look, I'm gonna put this on autopilot. If you want to leave, I unlock the door. You know what I'm saying? The stuff's over there, you know, but I wouldn't be like, no, I was in it. And to be honest with you, the relationship with my kid's mother changed me in the way that I never realized I wasn't happy. And I got so unhappy and so resentful that I was like, dang, I'm unhappy and I'm making everybody unhappy. And I was like, okay, even though my whole thing was, you know, you want to stay for the kids, and keep in mind, we weren't toxic at all. We were just like two ships passing in the night. There was no passion no more. It was no like, you know, none of those things, you know. And I left. I left when my kids are pretty young, and it took a toll on who are you? Who are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, who are you? You know? And then I delved into, I mean, I pride myself in the father that I am, and I've been there as an active, hands-on since day one of both, you know, just I live for that. But that didn't make me a man, didn't make me a good lover. It didn't make me, you know,
Right.
a good
It
partner.
made you a good father.
That's it. And
Yeah, right.
one of the when I had originally separated from my the mother of my children, I remember my aunt calling me and being like, "We all know you're not a good husband, but you're a good father," you know.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
And there's a
Oh,
difference. There's definitely a
wow.
difference.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I was never
Wait.
married.
So then, when your
I was
aunt
never.
Right.
said that, you acknowledged what she said. So that means, do you believe that to be true about yourself?
At that time, absolutely. At that
So,
Mm-hmm.
time, so
and
this
then
led to the comment that I made.
another thing that you said was about the women that you've dated, or the woman that you've dated. Um, Everybody needs or have different love languages, right? And you seem to, I don't know if you're saying this or you're focusing on that. Do you love everybody the same way?
I think I had a standardized way of loving and thinking
Okay.
that it was the way, and I would alter obviously for different women, you know, like if different interests, you know, like that. But the foundation stayed the same. So in a sense, I didn't do anything different. I would say I would, you know, do my best to the principal things: loyal, you know,
Mm-hmm.
respectful,
So then,
considerate.
what was the downfall then?
My ultimate downfall, I think that you run your course with certain people, as if you don't grow together, you grow apart. And which is fine. But I feel, in my opinion, what I didn't do was man up and communicate how I was feeling. I wasn't like, babe, this is not like, we're not, what can we do to fix this?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do that. I let the car go on autopilot and almost in a sense wished for the L, you know what I'm saying? So I could have an out, when really, I don't feel, looking back now, I don't feel my communication would have changed how I feel. It would have just changed the route we went to separate. It didn't have to be that way. It didn't, I could have been a man and been like, you know what? I want to, it's me. I'm not doing right, or these are things that I've been in fear of telling you because I don't know
Mm-hmm.
how it's going to happen. And which is weird, because in that situation, there's two things. You could, if you're scared of hurting her feelings, it's going to happen either way, because you could be an asshole and hurt her feelings by doing wrong, or you could be a man and tell her and still going to hurt her feelings, but at the same time you were being a man about it and you did what you had to do. It's like everybody wants to be a king until it's time to cut people's heads off. You know what I mean? It's like, but you know, like it's
That's
doing the
true.
work is what we
Mm-hmm.
and obviously my lifestyle too. My lifestyle added a lot to that. Like I was in the music business, and I was heavy into what came with that. What came with that? The attention, the substances, the those become higher up on the ladder as importance, and when it wasn't a problem when I was just giving into the stuff, it was a problem when I tried to come away from it, because that causes, like, I came home on time and I got to deal with it. Like, whoa, you're not, it's
Mm-hmm.
not. That's when the resentment started, when I was, because my heart wasn't in being good. It wasn't in being better. Like, my mind was there, like, we know we got to do this, but my heart was like, nah, dude, you want to go do this. You want to go do this. And ultimately, I feel it was my communication and lack of for the time period. Like, I could
Okay,
have.
so you got questions coming in. So shout out to I might mess your name up. I'm so sorry. And hey, Bougie, how you doing? He's on Instagram. And even though StreamYard is trying to get itself together, I cannot see Instagram comments on StreamYard. So he said, or she, because I can't see. But they said, were you hurt in a previous relationship that causes you not to let women get too close to you?
That's how I started my relationships. That's how, like, I've always been simpy, very lover boy, very, very, like, if I like you, please be with me. I'm gonna stay up all night and watch the sunrise until you call me back. Or just, I was really, really girl crazy and wanted. I wasn't a popular kid, I was a little guy, so I always was
You
I would
said
take
it.
what was never given to me. You know what I'm saying?
You said it, that you would sit and watch the sun and the moon and the stars, but did you really do that?
I still do that.
Okay.
I've seen every sunrise and sunset for the last 2 years.
Okay.
Every day.
Wow.
Every day.
Then you was a man of your word for that part, right?
Oh, that's
Right. Is it
impressive.
right? So is it fair to say you probably started off really strong? Because women like those things, those qualities, right?
That's love
And that's
bombing,
kind of
right?
like the hook, right? Like you hook them in, but then after you get them there, is that when it kind of like falls back or falls off from that point?
I think it was really like a crash out when it didn't work out. That's what it was
Mm-hmm.
at a young age. And then at 18, when I got in a relationship that was like kind of like, okay, this is real stuff, and it didn't work out, I was like, never again. No, you're not gonna. I'm not giving this up, And then, but I wouldn't be in like a lot of relationships. I have only a few women in my life that say that we were boyfriend and girlfriend and we dated. You know what I'm saying?
Tony, they saying you out here love bombing.
I don't think so. It don't sound like
You
it
know
sounds
what?
like that's his. Sounds like that's
It's
his
not even.
personality.
They
But
that
saying
is
you out here love bombing, babe.
but technically, what is love bombing? So let's go over what love bombing is before we say, because
Yes,
I,
because
I
I
won't,
don't
if
know
it's,
what love bombing is. So can you
Yeah,
guys
so
enlighten me?
I know I've dealt with a tremendous amount of love bombing. What you were saying did not trigger me. Stefan, he's in the comments.
it triggered me. I said the word love bombing
yeah,
initially. What love bombing
Stefan,
is when you're
yeah.
first starting off in a relationship and you're doing all the right things to appease your
Mm-hmm.
partner, knowing that could possibly be their love language. Sitting up, saying the lovey-dovey, cuddling, sun, moon, stars, all that stargazing stuff. People attach themselves to that because that is the idea of what love feels like. That's what we see in movies. That's what we read in books. It's the feeling of like, wow, you complete what I think love should look like and feel like.
Like a fairy
Then
tale.
as we continue to date, that's early on. As we get into the 6 months in the year, that falls off. Because now you've hooked me in, you've reeled me in. Now I'm
Mm-hmm.
in love with you, and now I don't see your red flags because I'm still wishing for that person you introduced me to.
I I feel like it's my personality as when, like, I'm not gonna go at you if I don't have connection, or if I don't feel like I can love you. I mean,
Right. But then also too, you also said in that same breath, your personality is also to enjoy the lifestyle that comes with the music aspect. And I've also read that you should never date a musician because of their accessibility to new people, and the fact that you also talked about substances. So I don't know what you were talking about
Yeah,
specifically
yeah,
when you said
yeah.
that. That too can also cause havoc, because when you
100,
have altered reality, things
100,
happen
100.
because you're introduced to new people, new places, having a good time. How do you navigate that?
Oh
So,
man.
so Tony, as you think about that, Bozy on Instagram chime back in. It sounds like he or she, because I can't tell, chat. Let me know who y'all, because I can't see that far. But they said a hopeless romantic. They're saying Tony may be the hopeless romantic.
I've always
You in
like
love with the action of love
I
and
was
not
I'll tell
the
you
work.
this. I was the type of dude that uh before I lost my virginity, I had already planned it out in my head what I wanted. I wanted the lights. I wanted that like the love. I wanted it wasn't gonna be no, it was I in my envision like, oh my god, when that I'm gonna be playing some TLC, like it was just like some Tevin Campbell, like it was I was I've always felt like a lover. You know what I'm saying? Uh as for love bombing though, and also I feel like there's stages of who I was, because I didn't get into the
Mhm.
music business until my 20s. And so that early age of like me being in college and all these things, like once I got out of high school and exploring that women liked me, like I could actually like girls were like, oh, who like I and that's my thing
You
is
was
like
that dude.
I wasn't really that dude, but I kind of was at a certain point. Like the personality started being something that would pull,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
so it
So was it
changed.
about the chase and the conquer, and not
What?
the?
See, I'm different. See, you know how people are like, oh, once you get it, you don't want it anymore. Not me. I get it, and I want it. Now, if I date, I
So you
want it.
get it, you want to keep getting it.
That's it. That's it. I want it. I want it all. Yeah, I'm that type of dude. Um, I don't, and I saw something about the honeymoon phase, and I feel like
Yeah.
I've always
Courtney.
tried to be honeymoon throughout, but
Mm.
I'm speaking on terms of before shit got real, with the real relationships where you we're partners, we live together, we do what I'm saying, this we're locked in,
Mm-hmm.
we got a joint account and shit, like there the pre-Anthony wasn't even like I wasn't even ready. I feel like I didn't have enough relationship experience when I got into that relationship with the women who wanted to be that way with me, and then I met the love of my life, and it
What
was
is that,
magnetic how I felt,
Tony? What's
and I
the love of
still
your
handled
life?
that wrong at that young
What
age.
what is the who is the love? I mean, when I say who, what does that mean or look like when you say love of your life? Define that for people.
Well,
Sound like that's the one that got away.
so yeah, absolutely. I think what the hugest thing the one that I love, the one that fell got away, that brought to me was peace in my heart. Like peace. It wasn't like as much as I loved her heavily, it was the way she just everything she did calmed me. Everything like her and still to this day, she is that flowetry. She is that how she moves is still to me hypnotic and just graceful and just like goddess energy, just and it's peace to me. She brings me peace. I feel like off weight off my shoulders, rest, like, and something about her makes me like when she's around me, like I'm like, uh, I gotta, I just want to be here. I just want to be here. I just want to be here. And I feel safe. You know,
Mhm.
I won't lie to you.
So then,
It's
with you saying all of that, how did you fumble the ball with someone who brought you peace? Because that
um
seems to me
greed,
that
greed, greed and
greed in
gluttony.
what aspect? Greed in what? Money?
Women, No,
When
I was about to say it probably.
okay,
So it was somebody else.
it was
Now
a
I
lot of
never.
somebody else. It was a
Oh,
lot of
Wait a minute.
somebody else.
so
So
then
A
so
what
what?
did
lot
that
of
other person bring? Did they bring peace?
no, not at all.
So then
But at that young age, I
was
didn't know any
drawing you?
better. I
What
didn't
was
know any
drawing
better.
you to that?
It was
Tony, cause
all
see you opening up a lot of eyes.
it was all different. So I didn't have a lot of experiences with like I was friend zoned a lot. I wasn't that dude. I was with women all the time. I'm a women dominant dude. You know what I'm saying? And then I've always known how to respect that relationship. You know, I got like my best friend is my sister. You know, like so I've always been able to know. I feel like to not be that creep, to not be uncomfortable, to make them feel that way. I've always had, I feel that presence that's like, cool, he could chill with, you know, like we want to be around. Doesn't mean they all want to be with me. It just means, you know, he's absolutely right. Though. Right there. He's absolutely right. And we'll get to
Blood.
that because that changed the
mhm.
game. Well, it says, nope, they brought lust when we're talking what they brought, or that just popped up. And that has a lot to do with it. And that is a huge thing, which led me to where I was saying, because I wasn't getting that. I wasn't getting it. I wasn't getting nothing. You know what I'm saying?
So when you say you weren't getting anything, so was from the love of your life, she wasn't fulfilling you where you wanted to be sexually, or
Oh
the
no, I wouldn't
freaks,
say that.
or
I
the
wouldn't say that.
freaks. Okay, so with the
I say
but the
my appetite at that time was super large, super
okay.
large, and I was very greedy and was willing to take anything
So
that
you
was
Damn.
given.
so
You
you
know what I'm
like
saying?
the attention.
I did,
Okay.
I did, and a huge part about that is I never, what's the word? Admitted to that. I never
So
admitted that I wanted
the
because I would be like, oh, I don't want the attention, but that's all I got. You know, when I got that, it's it's
it,
it's it's
so
intoxicating.
basically what I'm hearing is the attention validated you.
100, 100,
It
and
made you feel like a man.
and it ruined the one thing. See, and another thing I learned as a man that I learned later is like you could get, and I'm never satisfied, which is funny you say that. You could get what I realized in late in the game too is like it didn't matter that all these women wanted me. It shouldn't have mattered. It should have mattered that that one person, she should have mattered the whole time. That should have always been enough. And where I
Mhm.
failed was not making her feel like enough. And then when I didn't, and when that was confronted to me, I said, fine then. Instead of being like, no, I gotta do better. I gotta do better. I didn't do that. I said, fine. Because why? Why if there's one over there, but there's seven over there? Like peace. I don't think I'm a look, I don't think I'm gonna miss you.
Well, did you think that
Right,
one
because
was gonna chase
you
you?
need quality over quantity. You know,
He
that's
didn't
a saying
realize what
for a
he had
reason.
at the time. He didn't realize what
100%.
Right.
he had.
100%.
Or did you want that one to chase you like the seven were?
No. I one, she would never. Two, I didn't. I didn't. She literally at that time, and I look back on it, to be in our early 20s for a woman to love me that correctly is insane. Is it's
At
really
the
like you
stage
don't
that you were at, right.
You
yeah,
just wasn't
and I was brand new. I was out of my hometown. I was in a new place. I went to a college that had I think 0.01% black population, you know, and I didn't play a sport, so it was even different, you know. So
you were just having fun.
I was a glutton, and I was like, you know, I really was like, you know, in my head, I was like, you ain't never gonna get this again, player. This ain't gonna be like that. When in reality, the better I got, the more. I was like, it was gonna be that way. And I still feel confident in who I am as a man and how I move. And I know how it works nowadays, but that that I wish that love for everybody that was given, even at that young age. What like the example, the way she still loves that way, and I my fumble was being am I ever going to get all the trash again? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, I'm and excuse me for saying those women weren't trash. I meant in comparison to the love of my life.
Trash. It's okay, baby.
Okay. they
well,
were
well,
sweet.
he mean like the 80-20. You looking at that 20%.
I'm speaking for her.
And you
I'm
got the
speaking
80
for
right
her.
there.
Thank you. Okay, then they are. She
Speaking for
knows.
her.
She knows. And I was really blessed for our paths to cross and for her still to have space for me. And I think it's unfortunate that there was a learning curve. You know what I mean? Because she's definitely someone I feel like I could have grown with, made the changes, evolve into a better man. And she's literally a person that makes me better. And
Tony, I just gotta ask. So I think we probably are all hitting the same wall because it's like, well, first of all, everybody is loving your honesty. We might have to bring you back. We're going to give you a name, the truth teller.
Okay.
I'm just telling you how I feel and what my experience is.
It is what it is.
It's appreciated.
So I know for me, I am over here like, as a single woman, I am just like, oh, I know her anxiety was probably off the chain when y'all were dating. But so knowing all of these amazing things about her and you see it, you tried again recently.
She gave me another opportunity.
She gave you another opportunity.
Yeah.
So is that off the table right now again? Or are you currently working on it because you know this is your once in a lifetime opportunity with an amazing woman?
I told her that this was going to happen tonight. And I told her that I was going to be honest about
Is she
something.
watching tonight?
I hope
yeah, she's watching.
No, I just had to give her the heads up in case like it pops up, because I'll tell you what, just really a sidestep. I went on a live with someone when I got the opportunity again, and I spoke on her and I misspoke on her. And it was live on Instagram. So when she went on and said, "Oh, Tony's live right now," and she popped on, and it was like, I was just digging a hole.
We didn't tag you. We didn't tag you, or anything like that. So,
well, what is she watching? Take him back, girl. Take him back.
You know what? I'm a respect any decision she makes, because what I want for her is I carry a lot of guilt and shame for making someone who didn't deserve to feel that way. There's nothing. Even though there are things that have happened recently during our tenure, like of trying to get it back together. What she did was, in a sense, protecting her. And I have to respect and honor that, especially after what I've done. And I know it hurts her and probably is just confusing to why she still holds space for me in her heart all this time. I do want to be with her. And the really reason I hesitated right now, because I'm being honest and open and honest with you, we had like a little break recently. And where I was like, I can't believe I fumbled that again, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I was like, and so my mentality was like, no, I'm done. I'm locking in. I'm taking care of my kids. I'm hitting these goals that I have for myself. And when you're paying attention to your life and you're working on it, and then someone out of left field goes, "Hey, you want to have a connection? Because I'm gonna have a connection with you." And they come in and they have this connection with you, and you're just like, I'm slow playing it because I still love this woman, but even though I still love her, I see that I fucked it up so bad that I'm not going to get that back. So let me see. Let me hear what you got to say. Let me hear your proposition. And I was looking down the list and I was like, ooh, these are things I like. I'm a fan of all these things. And can I tell you something about women's intuition? I don't know. I
Well,
don't
you don't
know.
have to tell us anything about it, but you can
Well,
tell
I'm gonna
the
tell
Tell
men
the
you.
out there.
audience. Tell the
I'm gonna tell
audience.
you. This is what I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you this. If you ever have it, it's never gonna steer you wrong because the woman that came in, this is a very recent situation, and the love of my life, she doesn't know about this yet, and I don't want to speak on it, but I'm just being honest because I think with me being honest, it just gets it out, and like me saying it, I could hear it, and I could analyze it, and I could call myself on my own bullshit. So I let myself be I went in deep. This person got me, and the connection was like, and I was like, could this be, oh my God, could there be someone that I actually feel I have feelings for? And so what I did was I changed my trajectory a little bit. I got off my path so that I could not pursue, but see what's going on. I wanted to tiptoe into this ocean. That's what I wanted to do. I was slow playing it because I was like, I'm connected. You connected with me. So but I didn't know if that person felt that way. So I kind of like slow played it. And I shit you not, she could tell, her intuition could tell that my heart wasn't in it. She was like,
Mm-hmm.
you don't want me. She, not knowing anything about anything, after we connected, she knows we connected. And then when I went to her, when I was like full on, you know what, I'm ready for this. She sensed and was like I pulled up and I'm not aggressive. I'm not a persistent dude. I don't go where I'm not wanted. I don't go, like, if you don't like me, I'm not going to spend all my time trying to figure out, I get you. I feel you. I understand that. Maybe I'm not for you. Cool. So I slow played it, and I'm chilling with her and all this, and I'm not aggressive or anything. And basically she goes, you don't want me. You don't want me. I don't know, whatever you got going on, whatever like that. I know we connected. I don't want to ruin the connection. Please, let's be kind to each other. But I'm going to tell you this. And I'm like, no, I dig you. What's going on? And then
Right. But those actions were not matching your words.
her exact
Right.
but what I'm thinking is like, yeah, because I don't even know you. We connected, but I haven't gotten to the space where I'm like gonna put the effort into dating someone. And I feel because of this big age, I'm not dating for fun, to be honest with you. I'm not. Like, I'm ready to build. Let's build the rest of this. I want to be a cheerleader for you. You be a cheerleader for me. Let me take care of you in the ways my love language is music and acts of service. Like, I want to do for you. I want to be there.
Let me ask you this. Let me stop you for a second. If you were in her shoes and she had done the things to you that you had done to her,
The love of his life, right? Because I think he
Right.
was just talking about another woman, right?
Oh, this is another woman.
Yeah.
This is
talking about the recent connection.
yes.
So then,
Even though you was supposed to be working on it with the love of your life.
Well, we had I was, and then I made some mistakes, and she was
Said
not
he fumbled
receptive.
again.
Yes. Yeah. And so then I was
Y'all
like,
didn't catch that. Y'all didn't clock it. He
I
fumbled it
did.
again.
I'm playing devil's advocate. Why do you even deserve her at this point?
okay,
Oh my
so
goodness.
I really, really appreciate that a lot, because the word deserve is something that she basically told me that I do, because I'm a person who doesn't think I deserve these things. And I acted in that manner, and me feeling I did deserve
But
it.
does she deserve it?
He
I
deserves better.
understand what you're
He
saying.
deserves better. She knows
He
that.
deserves better, but
That's
he's
why-
saying that he deserves.
That's why it's a fumble.
deserves it
She
too.
knows that.
Right.
You're look, I gave you the opportunity, and you're not doing the things you're supposed to be doing, Anthony. You're
Right.
not doing those things. Like, why are we
And-
here again? Like, why is it here? Like, I shouldn't be telling you how to love me when I've left a trail of breadcrumbs the last 25 years on how to fucking love me. Why are you
Right.
not doing it right? Why are you
But-
not doing this right?
So her statement of you not loving her is valid.
No,
I
I
wouldn't say
think
that.
no. You know
Me
what?
not loving her correctly. Me not doing the right
Right.
things. Because I love her.
But
correctly.
also,
Correctly.
Anthony, I think you said a lot. But
I'm
first,
not
the
playing her
biggest
though.
thing
What
to
he's saying,
me,
I'm not playing her though.
I think you have to love yourself more first. I think that's what I'm hearing. That's the biggest thing because you do deserve her, right? Because she even acknowledged that
Yeah.
herself. But in your
Yes, Mama
brain,
D.
you
Deserve. Yes,
you
Mama
don't
D.
feel like you deserve her. So now you are almost
Yeah.
fumbling on purpose because now
You
you are
self
the one.
sabotaging. Mm-hmm.
Self, yes, because you think you don't deserve her, but you definitely have
Absolutely.
all the
Absolutely.
qualities and you do
Absolutely.
deserve her, but you have to see that for yourself. And if you
Absolutely.
don't see that for yourself, that's when you see yourself in this type of situation.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
there's a
Mhm.
see, there's also too this fine line that I think that I keep misconstruing because I feel like once I get to loving myself and being overconfident, everyone's like, "Oh, now you're selfish." Like I can't win in that situation. But that's not the
Mhm.
truth. The truth is self-sabotage and I complicate things for myself. Like
Mm-hmm.
what I do is I envision it not working instead of being envisioning it where it should be, where it's already like I'm on the plane and I'm looking for another destination. When the
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
destinations we're already going where we're supposed to be going. Like, you know, I got some.
Uh-oh, wait a
Ooh,
minute,
they're not liking
Soror.
me right now. They're
Wait,
like, and you know
wait a
what's so
minute,
crazy
Soror.
is I
My
want to say
Soror
this
is
though.
in the
My
comments
my
going
What,
crazy right
Angela?
now.
Angela, what are you talking about, girl?
my fumbling doesn't involve other women. My fumbling
Mhm.
does is my actions of lack of reciprocity. It's not me playing the field. It's not me out because I'm not. I'm not outside. I'm not doing any of those things. The I'm gonna be honest with you. The girl that the woman that I recently connected with came towards me when I'm like this. I'm like this. Like I know what I could get. I'm not out here being like, oh God, poor me. I can't get no. I'm gonna go outside. They like me outside. Outside is nice
But
to me.
Tony, that's when they're gonna come. When you feel like you tunnel vision, like you said, you locked in, that's when the devil gonna play with you. You're always
And
gonna get tested
and I
when you're
want to
locked
be.
in.
She. This is why I give props to this woman that I recently connected in because she saved me. She saved me. She saved me because I was gonna go the wrong way. I was gonna go the wrong way, and and because when she told me she don't, I said bet. My ideology is Book of Eli. Stay on the path. Stay on the path, no matter what comes on you. I didn't do that when it came to her. I shouldn't. It was easy to make that connection. I feel like, and where I'm at now is like I spoke to the love of my life tonight before I got on this, and if I could say, I don't think she's happy with me right now, and not like anything I did, just the reality of her realizing what she's doing, and it's like, man, I'm about to give this guy another chance. I can't do this shit. I
She
can't do
said
this shit.
that. She said it. So
He
where
didn't
is
say
she?
that. He didn't say that.
Is she? Is she at the point where she's like New York from Flavor of Love season 2, and she's like, you will never touch me again, Flav. You
No,
embarrass me. Is she at
no,
that point,
no,
or like?
no. See, he's wrong here. My actions aren't being with other women. You don't see me with other women. It's not that. It's not other women. Like here, like I feel like they're now. It's making like, oh, I'm out here playing the field, and it's not that. It's not
No,
that.
I mean the fact that you said she gave you another opportunity and that you wasn't, you didn't stick forward with that, or that you fumbled that. Not necessarily that you were being with other women.
So, in the essence of the fumble, what happened was she just got distant real quick, and obviously I did something, and
Hmm.
she felt like she didn't have to tell me what it was. If I didn't know what it was, then you're not the one, kind of deal.
Right.
She felt like the ancestors, the universe was telling her this ain't the one in a sense. But for some odd reason, she kept listening to her heart and being like, okay, I'm gonna do this. And I haven't been like badgering her or anything like that. Like I keep it because I respect And through this last moments, I was like, I get it. If you ain't fucking with me because of my actions, this is what I deserve at this point. And I'm going to sit with that. And that's it. And that's the only reason I was able to connect with this new chick. That's the only reason. Because it was, I was on for 3 months, literally like, not responding, very cold, very like, like when I was trying to come see her, it was like, no, like, and then I was like, bet I get it. And so I it wasn't really a fumble. When I laid the groundwork and said, I get it, I understand, and I'm gonna let you be, because this energy is not what it is. And you're showing me you're reluctant to, you don't want to leave me. You don't want to not be with me, but it's something you have to do. And now I got to be the one to be like, I understand.
Tony, they chewing you up.
Yeah, I get it. You know what I'm saying?
So is it less of a fumble and more of a fall back? I'm trying to figure out what happened.
Oh, Lord.
You know what? I feel like there should be some reasoning for why they feel that way, because at the same time, because here's the thing. She loves me. She like to
The
her,
love of your life.
the love of my life. It should have always been her in her eyes. And I didn't find that out till recently. I told her that she said these things to me that changed her. I didn't know that you felt that way. And that means a lot, because she's so fucking
If you
amazing.
know this, because I hear you say so many positive things from her about her, and I hear you communicating a lot. So why is it that
Don't say that.
she loves you the way you love all these different things? What's so hard for you to get it together? Like, what's the like? Why are you still like seem like you're stuck? And like, why is it hard for you to like get it together and make that work?
What's the resolution in this? How do you solve or fix it? Like, yeah.
I think there's some inner work that still needs to be done, because where she's at right now is she's not going to tell me how to love her correctly. You know what I'm saying? So if I can't get it, if I don't get it in the next hour, it might not be that opportunity.
You only got 1 hour.
So Jaquez on Instagram, and hopefully I'm saying your name correctly. I'm so sorry. She said distractions. She said his spirit is busy, and you know what? And so since you have relayed your sentiment, I will definitely say, like, because you smart as a whip, right? It's just when it comes to the emotions with other people, you might have to, well, first of all of us, everybody in this world can benefit from therapy, right? Talking
100.
through it,
100.
understanding
100.
what we're bringing to the table,
Absolutely.
and how we're impacting other people, right? Like the emotional intelligence of how to engage with other people so that you don't because we're going to always make mistakes. We're going to always make mistakes, but it's the learning from the mistakes, And Stefan, the reason Stefan is firing off in the comments, and the reason why I engage like this is because I had to learn different communication styles. Like, even though people are firing off in the comments, Tony could say, baby, I'm about to sleep on the cool side of the pillow tonight. I don't care what y'all talking about. But I have learned, depending on how you articulate what you have to say to people, it'll check in a little bit better. But it sounds as though, you hadn't been with a real crazy one yet, where she destroyed your life. And I think that's when you'll be able to look back and say, wait a minute, I had a perfect woman. I'm gonna do everything perfect. And I'm just gonna take my time and do what I can for her. But at the same time, if you've never seen that love play all the way out growing up and things of that nature, you just may not know how to go about it, how to execute it, and how to take care of it. And so I think that's where the storm and what I'm saying?
Storm is a perfect word. if I could be, if I could pinpoint one thing off the bat that always makes me like hesitant because it's been so long, is our distance.
Okay, where is she? Oregon, right?
Yeah, Oregon.
How many hours is that from you and Cali?
God, it's driving wise, man. California is big, so it takes forever to get out of California. I've driven from Seattle to San Diego. It took me 24 hours. But okay, so the distance thing is because I want to see her every day. But the reality of the situation is, if I saw her 2-3 times a month, I'd feel fulfilled because I am so locked into what I do. Like, I feel it would work.
Would that work for her?
That's, I mean, you
So
know,
you got to start putting her first and not you first.
100, and you're absolutely correct. And I think that
Yeah.
for me, when you say that, it's absolutely correct. But it's hard to do when I'm my everything. I'm the taker. I'm the caregiver for my children. I'm the one who does it. I'm the one who does it. So that's where it gets misconstrued. Is everyone's like, oh, you got to put it for. I was like, I put me first because I got to be the best version of me for everyone else who loves me. For my children, who is number one, I got to be the best version of me. And if that's like me being single, so that I can pay attention to this lock-in, then so be it. But it's always hard if I put her. No, it shouldn't be hard to put her first. Shouldn't be hard to put her first.
Because I mean, that's essentially what she's saying or requesting or requiring of you.
Is it?
It is.
Angela is crazy. Tony, look what you done made Angela say.
She's lesbian for other reasons. She's lesbian for other reasons. I'm gonna tell you
that shit on him, Angela. Stop it.
I'm gonna tell you this. So you don't think pussy makes me wild? Pussy what is the distraction then? If it ain't pussy, what is it?
You know what?
If she's into pussy,
it be a period.
What's the distraction? What's the difference?
Y'all got Tony sitting up here saying the puss on the side.
Excuse me, but I'm just saying
it's fine. It's all good.
It's fine. No, you're fine. So Tony, so it sounds like you're still on a journey of figuring out love, like what that looks like for you and what works for you. You know what I'm saying? Because at 47, right? Do you want to be married? I would
love to be. I can't wait to my wife people to death. I can't wait for it. Like, oh, let me check with my wife first. I would love that. And not just
so give us the 3 top attributes of your wife. The 3 top, just off top of your head. The 3
attributes. Like what's an example of an attribute?
Or whatever you feel is the most important thing you're looking for in a wife. Like if you had a wife, it would be these three things you would need in what you're looking for.
All right.
In a wife.
I think not to be over vulnerable, but to be honest with you, safety. And when I mean safety with me to share the burdens of what goes on for me in this life that I can't really feel that I could be like, just in general, Black in America is its own entity. Mm-hmm. And to have someone to make me feel safe in that capacity would be a beautiful attribute. And then peace, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And when I say peace, I'm saying just making me feel at ease or being, I don't know. 'Cause in reality, I don't need much. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's
So you got to give us 3, babe. You got to give us 3. 3 top.
so what did I do? I just did peace and safety.
You did too, yeah.
So what about them would make you say, all right, like she's this and she is that. Yes, she will bring safety. She will bring all of that.
I would what see this is I think people are just hearing words and they're not understanding because what is the chaos that I'm bringing stuff on? Like what is the chaos that you feel that what's chaotic?
So I
Like
think I think I may know what they're talking about.
is it the
Because
feelings? Is it the emotions? The emotions are
so
chaotic or just a situation in itself?
so
Where's chaotic?
basically
I missed that. Who said that?
it is to a certain extent because if you want to make things, if you love this person and you want to make it work, you make it work. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody that can take you away from where you want to be.
And not only do
Right?
you make it work, you do the work.
You do the work,
Absolutely.
Okay,
and you're
Yana.
like, and you know what you want.
I
You
believe
know
no
where
one
you
can
want to
take me
go,
away from her. I believe that. I believe that she's the
right?
one. I believe that there's no other woman that I've ever felt this way about. There's not. There's not. And I've been in relationships that lasted 10 years. Like
And so even 10 years, right? And so that's critical because in 10 years there you realize that it wasn't the best for you. That is time on the books, right? But at this stage, if you know this is what you want and you love her, or even in the case of people in the comments, you love him, whoever, why not work towards being everything you can be for that person?
a lot of it was me not recognizing what the problem was.
And
I
so
think
what is the problem?
I I think it's obvious that I'm not loving correctly. Like I'm doing
Right.
something that's not correct. It's
And
whether
so
it be
that's the chaos, right? So the chaos is not with her. The chaos is you having to figure out what, and that's therapy, right?
What she
Is
needs.
a
What she
real
needs.
therapist will be able to tell you, you already know everything about her. She's perfect, right? She's perfect for you. But the chaos is you understanding who you are and why you are going about things a certain way. So in therapy, they will be able to tell you, they would probably reach so far back into, who you are, where love started, what was your first vision of love in your life. They would ask probably about your parents, how you saw them love each other, were their step parents and how did they love each other. And sometimes when there is like that missing Lego piece in there, how do you feel that? You don't know how to feel that, because you didn't see how to do it. Like you can't just go on the job and they say, go ahead and here's a wrench, here's a hammer, go fix it. No, you're gonna be an understudy. You need to work with somebody, see how they do it. And then you're like, no problem, hold my beer. I can do this because I took the time to watch and study, and I'm able to now put my boots on the ground and do it. So if there were certain things missing, that I think so the chaos isn't the person that you love. The chaos is you figuring out what makes Tony Tony and how does Tony show up. And she probably loves the hell out of you. And the sad thing is that she probably sees this amazing man and she wants you to be that amazing man, and she could see everything about you that you don't see it.
it's 100.
And
She
so that's
says that.
unfortunate.
And
Yeah,
I
I,
think
that's the
sometimes people
unfortunate part.
think chaos means there's a lot going on, and maybe that's why you're not understanding, Anthony, what how other people saying that it's chaotic, because maybe your definition of chaos could be different. But I definitely get what everyone else is saying about the chaos that is being brought. Like And honestly, it should be easy. Love shouldn't really be this hard. So I guess my question
I
to
agree.
you is, do you think that this person could, even though this person could be the love of your life, but do you think you're the love of their life? Like, do you have you ever asked yourself that question?
I think that she's shown me that. And in all honesty, when this last fumble happened, and I take the fumble, but at the same time, it's a situation where like I didn't even know I fumbled. It just went to a place, and I was too prideful to ask what I did wrong because I knew that the moment I asked, it would definitely be over because you're definitely not paying attention.
It's okay
So
to ask. It's okay to
I,
ask because that means you mean
where
well.
I'm at right now is like I thought I was locked in. I thought everything was. I thought I was doing all the right things, but now I got the progress report back, and it's saying you didn't do these things, and I'm like, oh my god, I didn't like how
Mhm,
I want to be like. I told her this. I said,
mhm.
I wish the situation. I know you don't want to tell me how to love you, but I wish the situation is this. Damn, babe, you love me so much, and you're locked in. I get it, and I don't want to tell you how to love me, but this real quick is where you're fucking up. This because I'm not gonna let go of you. You're obviously not letting go of me. So I don't want to have to tell you this again, but this is where you're fucking up. And I'm not getting that. And I in my head I'm thinking, well, that's deserved. You deserve that. And then so I'm going with her pulling away. I don't want to be pulling her back in because of I feel like it's toxic, like me going, no, come I don't do that right now. What I do is I show up when she wants me to show up. I answer when she wants me to answer. I do all those things and I've left it as like not ball in her court, but as soon as you say the word, I'm there. As soon as you say like it's not like it's always been you. Like that last distraction was only that, and it wasn't anything that would have affected us because I wasn't gonna go. I wanted to. I felt it, but I honestly realized that it wasn't the route. It wasn't. And if maybe her seeing this would ruin that, I think that's deserved as well. Because I haven't been like forthcoming, but I'm not expecting her to tell me if anything has happened with her, with anyone else in the time we've been apart. We're grown, you know what I'm saying? Like she's entitled to that, and
Right. Mm.
and
So, so I have
and
a question for you, and this is probably my last question about it. And 9 times out of 10, she has somebody else in the backcourt. You know, even though she loves you to death, and if her mind is on right, like if her mind is on right,
I already love this. I
she's
know what it is.
she
Does
loves
she
you.
have any
She's
children?
Yes.
Okay.
okay, and so she sees you, but I hate to say it, but like with your actions, there is like a form of rejection there, right? Um, would you how would you handle if she gets married and just try to just point blank period? How would you feel? Because I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna happen.
I've
It's
been
gonna
preparing
happen.
for it. I've been preparing for it.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
so this last fumble before the last fumble, she had to let me know that there was someone else. She had to. She had to. She wanted me to know. She wanted me to know because she wanted me to know that you hurt me, and obviously nothing affects you. Well, let me see if this affects you. And that's been, especially with our distance, that's been it's been a big deal.
It
I'm very
affects you.
aware of that.
It
And
affects.
you, I will say this: I do love this woman. I do. And if that were to happen,
Hmm. You'll be all right.
I'm
You'll be
gonna
all
be all
right.
right. I'm gonna be all right.
Yeah, I can
I'm,
tell you you'll be all right.
I'm
I'm
gonna
here to
like
tell you. Hmm.
what
Well,
what
he
she.
won't have a choice but to be all right. Like, you really won't have a
True,
choice.
true.
You would have
But
to figure
also
that
what
out.
No,
she's
he
shown
can
me.
Dwayne and do
Mm.
the thing
No,
and
because the way
crash
he
the
speaks of
wedding.
this, the way he speaks of this woman, she would not allow. I just based off how he talks about this woman, I don't
Oh,
think
I
she
got you.
would
I got you.
allow it. You know, it would. She would probably. just cut them off. Probably, I would hope.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's so
Absolutely. She's
nine
Mm-hmm.
times out of
she
10,
knows. She
nine times
knows.
out of 10,
She knows that I
she's
won't be able
gonna
to
get
handle it.
married.
She knows that, but she
Mm-hmm.
knows that I'm gonna accept it. She knows that I'm gonna do what's right, and she knows that uh I'm gonna be okay because the thing that she did show me that was I am deserving and capable of getting a woman of her caliber. That's what even that's why the connection meant something because I was like, you like, ooh, wow, you want okay, let's and that showed me like I'm there. I think another part of my life too is with women, I always went to who wanted me. It was never me choosing. I feel like the women that I've ever
And
been with,
you know what, Tony, that is a huge deal for me. Like for me on a very, very personal level, because if that man is not running me down, I don't even want him. Because it's something about a woman, it's something in the sauce. It's something about a woman who can see the greatness in a man and he doesn't see it. And then because he can't see it in himself, he doesn't see it in her. And it
reflection.
Well,
that
no, he
woman
see
as
he sees it in her. He does see it,
he
but his actions don't match with what he sees. I feel like he does see the greatness in her.
he so let me say this. He sees it with his eyes, but he's unable to
Mm-hmm.
see it with his heart. Because if
Right.
he saw it with his heart, he we wouldn't even be talking about it like this on here. She could live in
Mm-hmm.
Japan and you would be like, don't worry, baby. I'm gonna move you and the kids from Japan to Cali, or I'm moving or something. It would be something. Because one thing I have learned is, and I have been told this, is when a man wants you, there's nothing that will stop him from getting you. So
But does
that's
that
why I
mean
asked.
does that
Mhm.
mean though, like with her being the top tier of the women that I've ever been with, or the one that I absolutely feel the strongest about, does that mean I don't want nobody? Because I don't
No,
chase.
well,
Because like
I'm just
think about it. Because
the
like
fact that you're not going after the fact. See, the thing that is on your mind is that she's a top caliber. She's a so you're regardless of her stature in society, etc., etc., etc. She's saying, "Do you see me? I want you." But because something in you will not go after her tooth and nail, something is stopping you.
girl, I'm gonna slam my computer closed because you know why? Because literally she said, you keep putting me on this pedestal, but you're not seeing me.
And you know what? And so she's gonna have to woman up. Been there, done that. She's gonna have to woman up. So she might be, unfortunately, I'm gonna just say this. She's just making sure you're good in life.
Before she
Nine
goes
times out of
and does
10. No, she's probably drifted on, but she's just gonna always be like, you good, you all right, whatever. But
100.
there
I see
will
that.
be a
I see that.
day, there will be a day that she really will not be available for you.
Available.
You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
My
Yeah,
feelings that she's gearing up for that.
you're
So what you
gearing up
gonna do
for it.
about it, Anthony? Like what? So I guess I'm like solution based, right? And I hear and
Mm.
I've heard a lot of different things, and I think you have a lot of gems that stick out in this episode. But for me, I would like to know, like when you say, "Oh, she won't teach me how to love her," I already know how to love her. But then in the same token, it seems like you really don't know how to love. So it's almost like, do you need a person? Like I go back to Music Soul Child teaching me how to love that song. Do you need a person to teach you how to love? And then we go back to when Miss when Erica was talking about counseling and therapy and those things. Like it seems like you do need help on
She
learning
just
how
made
to love
that
properly.
absolutely that comment. Well, two things real quick. That song, what album off is it off of? Do you know?
Y'all talking about Music Soul Child, teach me how to
Yeah.
love.
Yes, teach me how to love.
What
Just
album is it?
Um,
because he just had the
I think
25th
it's off of
anniversary.
radio.
Okay, I'm just checking because yesterday or
Yeah.
today, 5 years ago, that one album came out, and I was like, I love that reference. But
Yes.
Yeah.
no, she ultimately, I think there's part of me that doesn't want the truth, that it doesn't want the reality of already, you know what I'm saying? Like, you guys can see it. Think of the comments that are coming in. Like, they are all on the tip, like, bro, you know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You're just
But it's
denying.
not enough. It's not enough. It's just
But
not
sometimes
enough.
we know. Like, for instance, I just think about like losing weight, working out, whatever. We know we need to eat right, right? We know all the things. We know how to work out. We know we need to do all these things, right?
But we
But
don't
then when
do
we
'em.
but we don't do it. And
Yes,
I
it.
know. And
why?
then when you
You
know when
know?
you get on that scale, you know it's gonna say something else. So
Right.
So
So,
You don't do it
why
because
is
you're not
that?
motivated. You're not. Yeah. What?
It's
I,
just not enough. It's just not enough. It's
I,
okay. It's
I
just
don't
not
want to
enough.
like,
Sometimes it's not enough just to know, you know?
and I don't
Yeah.
want people to think that I'm like hounding her. Like, I'm not like. There's
We
no,
know
because
you're
I just saw
not.
a comment of let her go. Like, you gotta understand. I've gone through the motions for that, but I won't. If she, anytime she says anything, I'm gonna jump. What? I'm there. I'm like, even if to be honest with you, it would have caused havoc if I was with that other girl, because the moment she calls me, it's, because I didn't see that connection. I saw that connection being beautiful, but obviously the way it wasn't this. And anytime she calls or what, I'm gonna be. I feel like I'm gonna be available for her. I'm 46
no
years old.
matter what.
It's it. It's it. I don't see. That's why I was able to be locked in what I'm doing. That distraction was just that, as a distraction. I would love to, if I have the opportunity. I'm saying this to hold myself accountable. I'm gonna do the right things. I'm gonna I'm gonna I'm gonna do the work. I'm gonna whatever it is she wants. But the thing is, I gotta figure that shit out. I gotta
Mm-hmm.
figure it out. I can't be
I
And
just
you know
agree.
here.
what? And it's okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't. It's not even necessarily a
Uh-oh.
fumble in the sense, because like she's she's still active with me. She still loves me. Like, but I do feel like it's the hourglass is turned over, and the sand is really running out, where it's going to be, as you said earlier, it's going to be that I love you, but I love me more, and I got to do this, and you're going to be okay. We had, I'll see you next lifetime. And I think I'm on board with that, as much as I don't want to be, but I have to be, because of the damage that I've caused. Because I don't want to pull on her and be like, oh, I'm gonna do right and not be good. I'm gonna be like, if you come over here, I'm gonna promise I'm gonna do right and do the work. Like I said before, I just didn't know where I was fucking up. And
it's okay. And hopefully, when you can share this episode with her, and the advice.
I
I
don't
know,
know.
and we could do a round table, because we appreciate you coming. It's definitely eye
Right.
We
opening.
do. We
I
do.
would just tell her, you can't help who you love, but it's sometimes you gotta ask why. You know what I'm saying? And
And you know what?
accessibility doesn't mean long term, or and y'all may connect on a lot of different levels about a lot of things, but if she's got to also do some soul searching for herself too, for what she
She did
wants.
some soul searching. She's gonna leave. No, I'm just joking.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh yeah,
But
she
you
got
know
to do
what?
that.
But
I think
she's gone already.
I
yeah.
think so too. I think so. I think so. She
You know,
appreciates you, but yeah.
she does.
But you
She
I
know
does.
what,
And
mean,
Anthony, I think a lot of people from the comments, it seemed like a lot of people go through this. And I saw a comment that said, thank God I'm married for 25 years. I'm with you on that boat. Thank God I don't have to deal with this either. But the thing is, I feel hopeful for you because in a lot of situations, a lot of people don't communicate the way you do.
Mhm.
The fact that you're able to come up here on the podcast, talk about your strengths,
Be
talk about your
vulnerable.
weaknesses, be vulnerable, be honest. That's a lot of steps based on like all my friends and people that I talk to. That's what a lot of guys are missing. Like they don't want to take that
Yeah,
accountability.
they don't.
So I feel like you're heading in the right direction,
I do too.
but you just kind of need to speed up the process a little
Yeah,
bit, and you need to figure out what can you do different. Like it seemed
yeah,
like you've been doing the work,
yeah,
but it seemed like you need to do some more work, and it needs to be that work needs to speed up a little bit, like
yeah,
because
And
you,
and
yeah.
and love is not just a feeling; it's also an action. Is what she's saying. So if you really love her, your actions should align and it should be identified. Um, and when you come off of that,
Absolutely.
I know you said you had blinders on at one point, and then you open yourself up to other things. When you love somebody, you kind of focus, you zero in on them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know,
And
I just really
and to what you're saying is like, because I genuinely want to be better. I genuinely want to do the work. And I know
Mhm.
succumbing to the accountability is something that not everyone does, but that's the key to it. You can't fix problems you don't know that are there. Like if you can't
Right.
identify or
right,
acknowledge it, and
Mhm.
you can't fix
right.
anything. And that's where I am with that. And like no matter what happens in the situation, um, I know that I'm gonna be okay. I just want
Yeah,
to
of course.
be. I want to be with her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it, I think a hard part is dealing with me as a man now. Is once you get better, I feel
Mm-mm,
like
mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. See, it's an assumption. I've dealt with that too. You just don't know because it's such a new you. You have no idea, and that's why you got to go to
true.
therapy. That's why you got to go to
Absolutely.
therapy
I think
because that
so.
new version of you, once you seek yourself, we might have to pick this up on a whole nother episode, part two. But once you go talk to somebody, you have no idea how you're going to be moving forward because you're not going to look for the downfall because who you are now is going to create that downfall,
Yeah.
but the person you'll become when you get therapy will be different because that person is going to see the situation for what it is and they're not going to let it fail.
Therapy started this journey for me. Therapy
Uh-oh.
started a lot of things for me, and I really look forward to going back because the thing in therapy
Yes.
was it wasn't not just venting, but it was somebody responding to me with solutions and questions that I would have never asked myself.
Mhm.
And
Right.
and I'll be
Introspection.
honest with you, with me being on my trajectory, I've put it to the back of going back to therapy.
Yeah,
You
you got
know,
to go.
as an
Mhm.
advocate for it, I this my life is very complex,
It's all right.
and
You just got to go. You got to talk to somebody. You just got to talk to somebody because you know what? Because then the impact of what you do now will then impact what happens now for you. You are now under a magnifying glass for the children now. So if they are missing, if you were missing something, then they're going to be missing something, and then their children are going to be missing something. So it'll be generational. So you want to clip the generational mess and give them and let them see the best of you, which the love of your life has seen, but then you don't see it. So
yeah,
now Courtney says she's in social work. So I was about to say Courtney might be able to help you, but yeah, you just need to talk to somebody who can help you put some pieces together because Tony and I be in the comments going up about politics and everything. We be going
I
up.
love it. I love
We
it.
be going in on people. But when it comes to
I love
love,
it.
and when it comes to love, you just need somebody to give you a different lens, hold the mirror up, and help
Yeah.
you put it together. But before we close it out, Kevin, did you have anything to say before we close out?
I was just gonna ask, since before we close the topic, do any of you guys have one that got away?
I got
No,
mine. I got mine right here. I
Them
no,
accidentally
nose
let
was
it get
them nose
away.
was ferocious.
And
because
now,
I honestly believe if it's meant to be, it will be. I'm
Mhm.
a spiritual person. Nothing attaches itself to me that's supposed to be here leaves.
I
So
like that.
What about you, Kevin?
Yeah, I feel like I got a couple that have got away. Yeah,
Oh
Couple.
my God. Okay, yeah, we're
Lucky
gonna
a
have to come
you.
back to
couple.
this because I want to know.
Right.
yeah.
We're gonna have to do an intentional part 2 to understand who Kevin let get away. Okay, we
He
gotta
said
bring
a
it back.
couple. Who? The couple. He
Yes,
said a couple.
it,
So he should have some
We
stories.
don't need to devote any more time to that. I
yes,
answered the question.
yes,
Moving
we do.
on.
Yes,
Wait, real
we
quick though,
do.
I want to give you guys your flowers for this. This was very, very for me. Like, I'm very appreciative of this. You guys did an amazing job with the way the questions and the comments that you guys handled. This was you guys are good. I mean, I watched a few episodes before you guys were doing StreamYard a couple of years ago, and
Yes,
when I got the first invite, so I was a little privy to y'all, but you guys, great job. Like the way you guys handle this, and
thank you.
it was very, very enjoyable for me, and it allowed me to thank you for. I needed that in a sense, you know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
you guys do a great job though of commentating and curating, and it was fun. It was fun, and I've been on podcasts
Okay,
before, so this was cool. And I thought even the questions you guys came out were very thought provoking for me in this
mhm.
timeline, in this experience, for what we're talking about. So I appreciate that. You guys made it comfortable too, and I'm thankful. And I just want to let you guys know that I'm appreciative of that.
Thank you. We
Thank you.
Thank
We
appreciate
you.
it.
appreciate you for coming
Yeah,
on.
We do. And
and
your
thank you.
honesty.
Oh yeah, honey. Ooh, I know the
Mm-hmm.
comments still gonna be flooding in
they
on
they were
YouTube.
jumping, they were stopping tonight, weren't they?
Well,
Those
that's
and,
comments.
wonderful.
and I'm gonna send you the YouTube link. But we have people on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. And if you want to catch the next episode, we record live every Friday at 10 p.m. Next Friday, y'all gonna have to help hold the reins unless I can leave my anniversary celebration early. But thank you so much, Tony. And I hope everyone has a good night. And thank you to everybody in the comments. Y'all was y'all were crazy. Okay.
Yeah,
Y'all
they
were
were
crazy.
active. They were shooters tonight. Shooters
Yeah.
shoot.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, y'all have a good night. Bye.
Thank you guys so much. I